If you're a doctor who's not in shape, I know you want to be, but I also know that it's hard. Anybody who works in healthcare knows that the system doesn't really set you up for success. Long hours, irregular shifts, unhealthy foods, and temptations in the doctor's lounge and cafeteria, ironically. Plus, the fact that the very nature of your work can be emotionally draining, pouring into others all day long until at the end of the day, you yourself feel empty and all you want is a little treat, a little unhealthy treat. And that's one of the hardest things about being a doctor is that after a long day of solving everybody else's problems, you don't really have the energy to solve your own problems, let alone give your family the quality of energy they deserve. All you feel is like filling the void. And if there's unhealthy food available or even healthy food available, you eat too much of it. But a lot of doctors find themselves binging on sweets, salty, oily, decadent foods, eating their stresses away and collapsing on the couch while their kids want to play with them. They've got no energy left. And unfortunately, this is an all too common case with a lot of professionals, even outside of healthcare. And it's actually documented. And a lot of people feel like the food is the only little bit of happiness and me time that they finally have for themselves at the end of the day. But don't worry, there's good news and I have a solution that will make your whole life easier and help you become the best doctor, father, husband, and Muslim that you've ever been. I want to share an example of one of my doctor clients, a 45-year-old doctor and father of two who had never lifted weights before until he joined my program in 2022, and how even in his 40s, he completely transformed his energy and his fitness, just like a lot of other doctors in their 40s, 30s, and even brothers who are coming up on their 50s who we've helped. This brother's gotten so much value from the program, Allahumma barak, that he even referred a family member and has stayed on since 2022 because it's helped him to elevate his energy levels, health, fitness, and life holistically, not just in isolation. But it wasn't always this way. When he started, just like pretty much every other doctor I've ever worked with, and just like yourself, his biggest struggle was consistency, both with diet and exercise. But alhamdulillah, just like the other doctors we've worked with, once we helped him build that positive momentum and association between working out, healthy eating, and having way more energy, his consistency issues easily solved themselves. And now instead of finding it hard to make it to the gym, he finds it hard to not make it to the gym, even when he had a new newborn while on our program, mashallah, tabarakallah. What makes him really special though is he didn't just achieve regular consistency like a lot of my other doctor clients across the board. He actually started doing extra workouts. Last Ramadan, instead of just doing the 3 workouts per week I put in his plan, he was working out on extra days because the energy boost was so profound that it became an essential for him. And that's what I tell other doctors and really any other busy, burnt out professional who feels too tired to work out consistently in any demanding profession, is that working out might seem like it takes energy away, but it actually gives you energy. And that's why instead of working out less in Ramadan, this brother worked out even more because he wanted to have energy during his days while fasting, even on his rest days. Now, I know that sounds great, but as a doctor who might not be in shape right now, there might be still a part of you that feels a little bit skeptical, like it might not be achievable for you. It might be too hard and you might just fall off and quit, just like any other time that you've lost consistency on your fitness journey or done another program. And this is why you need a coach who truly understands you Islamically, professionally, pretty much in every way, who's helped others in the exact same situation as you again and again and again and again. We've got interviews from a bunch of different doctors on our testimonial library that you can actually go through if you want to see exactly how we solved it for different doctors in different situations. I have doctors who have been consistent on our program for 2 years, 3 years, and more, no matter how busy their schedule. And a lot of them said just having that accountability check-in was enough to change the game for them and keep them consistent. So if you want to learn more about how it works and speak to me personally for a consultation, just comment coaching below and I'll send you all the details in my personal calendar link. At the end of the day, as a doctor, you have an obligation to represent yourself as a health authority and a health professional by being healthy yourself and fit, instead of looking like a hypocrite by being out of shape and sporting a big belly of any kind, yet trying to help people take care of their health when it's pretty obvious that you haven't been taking adequate care of yours due to the fact that you have a belly. In fact, even if you take care of your health at least a little bit, but you have a belly, people are going to assume that you're lazy and that you don't. And you don't want that as a doctor. You want to be somebody that people can trust. And that's why I'm passionate about helping you, because as a fitness coach, there was a point in my life a couple years ago where I got really fat and I felt like a hypocrite as well. And that was part of my biggest motivation to solve it, in addition to the intrinsic motivators around every other area of my life. At the end of the day, there are 200,000 doctors in the US and 10% of them are Muslim. Yet so many doctors are overweight and don't really know enough about nutrition to be the best doctors they can be, let alone find the time and energy to get themselves in shape. So it's my job to fill that gap for you, and it's an honor to serve you and therefore make a positive impact on your patients, your family, yourself, and everybody else in your life and everybody else who they're going to impact. This impact goes beyond you and me. This impact has a massive ripple effect across so many people that you have in your life. So let's make it happen, inshallah.